Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm back today for a new video. A video in which offer you a gameplay on the game TT, Slay of Mana, Ride on the Edge 3, freshly released. In this video, proposed to present the game, emphasizing its open world aspect, which is a significant change from previous titles in the series. Players can now roam more freely on the island, greatly impacting the gameplay experience. It's really something very appreciable, and which in my opinion only brings positive know that will be live. Tonight, I'll be streaming some gameplay on my Twitch channel, so don't hesitate to follow if you want to attend the live stream. If you want to ask questions about the game before buying it, you can use your Prime or support my channel for free to help the channel. Before presenting this game, one should note that haven't played the previous two, despite enjoying motorcycle games and regularly playing MotoGP and Ride on my channel. Let's say that since these games come out less frequently than a MotoGP, which comes out every year, whereas here, on TT and Slay of Mana, we are more around a release every 2 or 3 years, one simply had fewer opportunities to get into it. Today, a brief presentation of the game. Know that this game, of course, is based on the Tourist Trophy that takes place on the Isle of Man, and if you don't know the Tourist Trophy, it's probably the most impressive mechanical sport event in the world. You should know that the Tourist Trophy track is 60 kilometers, there are 264 turns to remember, and of course the riders who in reality do this Tourist Trophy are not there to string pearls, they ride super hard. All the time with average speeds that are around 210 kilometers per hour. In this game, you can explore the island and join the Tourist Trophy race, which is still totally wild. From your couch without risking your life at every turn. And that's still pretty pleasant. Know that in this game, you will find all the official content of the latest Tourist Trophy to date. So the drivers, but also their motorcycles, the teams, and the official track. You can play the game in either Superbike or Super Sport mode. Be careful when choosing between these two categories of motorcycles. So, the Superbike or the Super Sport, there is no possibility to change again during your career. You have to start a new game. In terms of content, the game is quite well supplied. Simply because one was telling you, there are 38 official pilots, 21 in Superbike and 17 in Super Sport. And of course, they come with their official motorcycle. Hondas, Kawasaki's, Triumphs, and BMWs are all motorcycles. Even the slowest models are considered sports bikes. The game allows for easy admission when needed, enabling players to enjoy and leverage the well-executed speed sensation from the start. Afterwards, I'm not here to do a game test. I'm not here to give my opinion. For now, haven't played enough for that. But it's a game that found overall much more addictive than a MotoGP or a Ride. Like it a lot for the atmosphere, let's say, a little bit like Forza Motorsport or Gran Turismo, but on the motorcycle side with a career that evolves quite slowly, and that makes you go through a whole bunch of motorcycles, not necessarily as fast as that. Love MotoGP because it features circuits from around the globe. T's fantastic to have the chance to race in MotoGP, Moto2 or Moto3. However, in Ride and MotoGP, often find the motorcycle physics to be a bit shaky, not always pleasant, and sometimes quite frustrating. Here, was surprised to see how much easier it was to enjoy myself and evolve in the open world without having to play for 10 hours first. The absence of ultra-tight hairpin bends on this circuit compared to MotoGP tracks, along with the presence of driving and electronic aids on the motorcycle, also contribute to the difference in performance. One of the game's greatest strengths, especially for frequent open-world gamers like myself, is the ability to gradually explore the Isle of Man throughout the career mode. We don't evolve by selecting tests from a menu, dictating our actions and progress. Here, we explore the map and visit various locations, gradually familiarizing ourselves with the track. We can slow down between tests to examine turns and how they connect, possibly making multiple passes. Most importantly, it allows me to appreciate the Isle of Man's unique and beautiful scenery, which is quite different from what we have in France. The open world is sizable but smaller than expected. Haven't completed the game, so I'm unsure if more areas unlock later. However, it seems the open world roads are the same as the track roads, possibly a convenience to avoid recreating all the island's roads. There are many roads that are blocked, that are closed to traffic, that prevent you from really going, let's say, into the alleys, into the little corners a bit further away from the map. However, staying on the main road still requires traveling 200 kilometers. The city, winding roads, and a big straight line are visible, depicting the layout of the Isle of Man Tourist Trophy. Admit that found that there was a particular care given to the creation of the world in this game. It's likely because open worlds expect players to spend more time appreciating the scenery compared to during a race. Even though we're obviously not on the level of a Forza Horizon open world, for example, we're still dealing with something quite beautiful and well-made. The sensation of speed is thrilling, whether experienced through helmet or handlebar frames per second view. And it really makes you want, one think, to spend time riding, even if it's not necessarily to race, even if it's not necessarily to time trial, to tune the bike or whatever. Just discovering the map, it's something that's really cool. And by the way, one admit that one don't understand why in 2023, there is still no game really focused on open-world motorcycling, a bit like Forza Horizon but on a motorcycle. One believe many people, including car game players, would be interested in open-world motorcycling if it was available to them. While some may argue that open-world motorcycle gameplay is available in games like The Crew 2 or Test Drive Unlimited, these games primarily focus on cars and automobile physics. This often results in shaky gameplay when switching to motorcycles. One confessed that one would be thrilled to play and create content for an open-world motorcycle game, featuring around 50 bikes with upgrade options, a moderately sized map with twisty roads perfect for riding, an immersive helmet view, an exhilarating sense of speed, some solo gameplay, and a career mode allowing gradual progression through various motorcycle groups and their performance levels. So the open world here is well done, and you will travel to go from one event to another, whether it's to start times, whether it's to start events, or once you have enough points to complete the final event of the Tourist Trophy. There is a point and level system as you progress that will allow you to improve your motorcycles. At my current stage while shooting this video, one haven't unlocked much, but it's quite advanced. We can significantly improve the motorcycles without doing anything else. The basic motorcycles in these categories are already extremely powerful and efficient, with super sport bikes producing 130 horsepower, and in super bikes some that reach 240-250 horses given the weight of these motorcycles. They are already rockets. So with the improvements there may be a way to win. 10 to 20 horses with a lighter weight results in a more responsive motorcycle. It remains realistic, it's not like on a Forza Horizon where you arrive with a 1 and you leave with the same car, swapped with a 512 block that makes 1,400 horses. This allows for a slight difference between a well-improved and completely original motorcycle, while staying credible and enjoyable to play. To be honest, Teta 1 Lofman wasn't the game one was most anticipating this year. One only discovered its existence a few weeks ago, so my expectations were low. However, one must admit that one was captivated by the open world, the sense of speed, the scenery, the game's graphics, the engaging content, and naturally, the challenge it offers. So for me in the end, it's a game that has a chance to finish. Probably for me, at the top of my tier list of 2023 games. Because it's a good surprise, maybe I'm off the mark. Maybe players who played 2 or 1 find that 3 is not successful. I'm not sure, but feel free to share your thoughts on the game in the comments. Let me know what you think. But out of all the motorcycle games I've played, this one was the most enjoyable for me. So one hope you enjoyed this little discovery of this game. Despite mainly focusing on the open world in this brief presentation, it's true. The flagship feature among the new additions to this game is my favorite. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and use the channel's support links for your purchases. Visit iametal.net for gear to support the channel long-term via the join button, which also offers plenty of bonuses. Thanks for watching, one and this video here. One hope you had a good time. I'll see you very soon. Hello everyone. Bye and enjoy your discovery. Obviously, if you discover the game on your side, go bye. See you soon.